Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. This is the Stitching Colourist with Shelley Lewis. So today's video, it's going to be a floss tube. So it's floss tube 46, I think. I just checked. I think it's been about, according to my video, it says it's been about 3 months since I did my last floss tube video. However, I don't think it's been 3 months. I think it's been less than that. Probably more about 3 weeks. I don't know. But anyway, just a second. Sorry about that. I just needed to get a bit of light in the room because it seemed a bit dark. So yeah, what have I been working on? What haven't I been working on? I've been working on quite a lot actually. Before I show you anything that I've been working on as such, I just want to tell you on my phone, because I usually work by paper charts. However, there's this big hype on Pattern Keeper. I added Pattern Keeper onto my phone and I'd been trying it out for this Heaven and Earth design, and I was getting on well, okay with it, but the problem being my phone was so small and the battery was just, it wasn't lasting while I was working on a project, and I needed something that was a bit bigger. However, my other tablet, my Kindle that I'd got, my Amazon, I could not add Pattern Keeper onto it. So I went to Cash Converter a little while ago and I managed to get a little Android tablet for £30 that I can get Pattern Keeper on. So I've got Pattern Keeper on it now. I added 2 charts. Well, I've got a couple of charts that I've added onto it from Heaven and Earth. So I haven't got any haul as such. I have obviously brought the patterns, but I just want to show you what patterns that I've brought. So the first one, now I didn't buy this one, this was a freebie chart from Heaven and Earth. I'm sorry if it's light. I just wanted to check. I've got that one, and that I just like the colours with it. It is a freebie chart from the site, so I got that one. And that one is called I can't see it. Artwork by, let me have a quick look. Right, where is it? Freebie, yeah, it's Freebie Harmony. Freebie Harmony, that's called. And here it is. I've got it there. I just had to, I haven't quite figured out how to use a Pattern Keeper on it yet. So that is a pattern. And it is Freebie Harmony, artwork by Ching Chow Kuik. I can't pronounce that properly. I haven't got any plans on working on that one for a while. That was just, it was just a tester to see if I could, to see if the patterns were working. The other one that I got was this one. It is the mini All Cats Go to Heaven, the mini one. I've seen a few people do this one now, and that is artwork by Jim Warren. That's the mini version. I don't know how big that is going to be, but I just wanted to get that one. Another one that I got was, now this next one, I fell in love with this. I absolutely, now this one is called Be With You, and it's artwork by Jeff Haney. Always Be With You. I absolutely fell head over heels in love with that, because obviously in the past we lost our kitty. It says I will be with you always. We lost our cat Pingu in the past, and I just fell in love with the chart straight away. And the other one that I got was this one. Now this one is called Queen of Hearts, and artwork is by Hannah Lee. that one. So that is my charts that I got from Heaven and Earth. I don't have, oh no, I don't want to, it's alright, I was going to see if I could show you the other one, because I have added two. Yeah, I can't show you that. View mock-up. Now I got two other charts. Now these were from Etsy, so I'm not unsure of who these are by. However, I love these. Now this one is the Crow, Brandon Lee, the Crow. The reason why I added that on there was because I'm a big fan of the Crow. My husband loves the Crow, and it's basically through the Crow website on Facebook is how we met, and yeah, I just fell in love with it as well. So I did get another one, but I can't seem to pull the PDF up of that. So those are the charts that I got, as well as the pad, obviously, for Pattern Keeper. So yeah, I must say, Pattern Keeper, I absolutely love it. I really do love it. So while we're talking about Pattern Keeper, I'll show you one thing that I've been working on. Now, the one that I've been working on, now I've had this one a while. This is my, no, it's alright, view PDF. This one, it's Freebie MAUI Princess artwork by Hannah Disney. Now that was a freebie design on Heaven and Earth a while ago. That is one that I had on my that I've still got on my phone. However, like I said, I was getting on okay with it on my phone, but it just wasn't big enough on there. So I've added it onto my tablet now. And over the last weekend, I think I've got roughly about 500 stitches done on it. It might not seem like it when you see it, because it's just a couple of blocks. However, it is quite a bit. So that's how far I've got on there at the moment. I started this May last year on my birthday, which is probably why I'm behind with it now, because Pattern Keeper is just too small on my phone. But now I've got it on my tablet, I can put the work into it now. So that is how far I've got on that. Still thoroughly enjoying it. The next one, I want to show you this one next. I have got a couple on the side, but there is a reason why I want to show this one. The reason being, no, that's the wrong one. The reason being is because I was stitching this on my own. I'm doing it. I had it as a review kit from, I think it was One Day Saving, or it could be VIP cross stitch. It's the Sleeping Beauty. It's stitched on 11 count Aida printed fabric, two-tone, like a silhouette design. I'm now working on this with the lovely Ashley from Boogie Stitcher. I will leave a link to her channel in the description below. She reached out to me and she says she had this chart coming as a review kit, and she asked if I'd like to work on it together. So yeah, I said that would be great. It'd be lovely. So what she's doing is, because I started working on the blue part, she's going to start working on the pink part. So we're kind of doing each part. She's working on the pink, I'm working on the blue, and then change over. And so far I've not done too bad. You've seen it before where I've done all the black for the frame here, but I've been working on the blue bit in the top corner now. So what I'm planning to do with this one is I'm going to just do one colour at a time, like a cross country kind of thing. I'm going to finish all the blue there, fill in that colour next to it, and then I might go back down to the black and then finish the black and start doing that So that is how far I am with my Sleeping Beauty. So yeah, really looking forward to working on that with Ashley. So it was so funny because the other day I was watching one of the videos, her unboxing videos, and before I knew what she was going to show, I thought, do you know what, I fancy working on Sleeping Beauty, I'm going to get that out. So I started working on it, and then she unboxed this. I knew that it was coming because she'd messaged me to say that she had got it coming. But she'd received it and she was unboxing it, and it was great minds think alike kind of thing, that I was working on it while she was unboxing hers, and I didn't have a clue that that's what the video was going to be. So it was quite fun, that. So yeah, that is that one. The other ones that I've been working on, now you've seen this loads of times. This was my first ever unboxing from One Day Saving Cute Couple. I've worked, since I showed you last, I've worked a bit on it. I've not done a huge amount because this is getting to the point now. I was stitching it mostly freehand where I could just hold the fabric, but because now I'm starting to go more in the middle here, I'm working there, I'm finding now that I really do need to get it in a frame. However, all my frames are currently spoken for so that's the reason why I've not stitched a whole lot on this, because I do need to put it in a frame now. I've tried to put it in one of my plastic hoops, it just won't go in. Yeah, it's just too thick, it just won't go in, and if it won't go in the plastic hoop, I highly doubt it'll go in one of the wooden ones. But since the last time I showed you, I'm not sure if I did this little bit here, but I've just been filling in the collar of his jacket mainly, just been working on that, and then my plan is to fill that and then just to fill out his coat, get all that done. And when I've done that, I can start working on the girl then. So it's still going to take me a while to do, but that is one of my bigger projects. So when that's done though, I have got another, not the same Cute Couple, but I've got another couple, one that my husband bought me quite a while ago now. Not sure what it was for. So the other one I want to show you is this one. It is Central Perks from Friends. Now this might have been a VIP cross stitch unboxing. Now the stamped cross stitch kits are mostly from unboxing videos. If you do want to have a look, you can always feel free to go and have a look in my cross stitch collaboration videos. I haven't done a lot on this, to be fair, at the moment. I've just did when I first had the kit, I did a swirl, and then I decided to work on this little bit here and just fill in some of the red. As you can see there, it's always hard to tell what you've done when it's a stamped kit, but that's what I've done. So not too much at the moment, just a little bit there. I will fetch it out, I will work on it, but I've really been enjoying working on my Heaven and Earth at the moment. And that's also stitched on an 11 count Aida. By the way, if you do hear snoring in the background, I do apologise. My husband is having a nap because he doesn't sleep too well in the night. So the next one is another review kit. Now this one is definitely from One Day Saving. I had it a while ago. It was probably around about October time, because obviously you've got the pumpkin. And when I do reviews, I do sometimes, if it's coming to a special kind of year like Christmas or Halloween or something, I do like to stick to the theme. So we went with this one. I call this one Birds and Pumpkins because you've got your birds and then you got your pumpkins. So with this one, I've decided, now this is stitched on 11 count printed fabric again. can't remember if I said in my last video I was working on this like a one colour at a time cross country kind of thing. I've done a fair bit amount on this one. I've been working on the black on this side, so I've done basically all of that, worked all down there, near enough down to the bottom, and now I'm working on these bits here where they've got the yellow bits and just filling in the black there. And when I've completed all the yellow bits, I shall then switch to another colour and start stitching that. I think what I'll probably do is, because the orange is next to the black, I may pick out the orange. Well, it's not actually going to be orange, it's just a symbol, but I'll get wherever colour that is and then work that. So that is how far I've got on my birds and pumpkins at the moment. And again, I'm really enjoying working on that one. I'm trying to get them on a rotation at the minute, so I'm not just sticking to stitching one thing, which for the last couple of weeks I've not done too bad. To be fair, I've done all right. I am rotating them, so I'll just pop these down there because I know I showed you those. Now the next one, now this is a small one. This was from, I think it was One Day Saving again. This is called The Flower of Happiness. This is only a very small one. I had this a while ago, I can't remember now. It's a Joy Sunday stamped kit. Now, I'm not doing too bad on this. This is where I'm up to. I started filling in some of the rows. I feel, have I done all the leaves? No, nearly, virtually. I've just got that little bit of purple there just to fill in, and then I've completed the leaves. However, unfortunately, that bit there, I've run out of that colour on the leaves. So I'm going to have to try and figure something out. I have got some spare floss upstairs, which I have got a green, so if need be, I can use that, or I have got a slight bit of green left over from one of the other shades, so I could always use that. That's one of the things. I don't know if it's the same with all One Day Saving kits, but me personally, and I'm not overusing on my stitching as well. You can see at the back I'm not overusing on my stitching. I'm finding that with what Joy Sunday kits, I seem to run out of the thread slightly sometimes, so that is how far I've gone on that. My plan is, when I've finished the leaves, I'll go back to the flowers, do one colour at a time and get those finished and that. So I thought it's a nice little thing to do. That one is on, I think this is a 14 count this. I'm sure, yeah, it's a 14 count this one is. So yeah, not bad, not bad. Put me a nice little flower needle minder at the top. I thought, why not stick with the theme. Stick with the theme. So I normally get this one out if I'm looking for something very quick to do. If I've got like 10-20 minutes or so, I'll just grab something quick out to work on. Now the next one is, this one's from VIP Cross Stitch, and this was a review kit. I have ripped the pattern, unfortunately. I think it was because I was trying to, I had it in one of these zip bags. I went to unzip it and unfortunately I caught the page. This is the Watercolour Girl, so that's what it is. And I have got, I did quite a fair amount on this. I think since my last floss tube I started stitching on it and I got a lot done on it. So that is how far I am up to on there at the moment. I'm finding because before I said I'd stitch it like blocks and do it blocks like that, but then I found when I started stitching colour by colour, I'm finding that I'm getting more stitches done. I'm getting a lot more stitches done for some reason, and I seem to get more progress done if I'm doing one colour by colour than I am doing just a square block. Don't know if that's just me or if other people find the same, but yeah, it's just so. So that is how far I am at the minute at the moment on her. Really enjoying it. That was on a rotation, so I did put that away for now. However, looking at it now, I want to pull this back out of rotation. There is a bit on here where I did a mistake and I just couldn't. You know, sometimes where you get a knot in the back of your stitching and it gets stuck, and most of the time you can get the knots out. But there's this one tiny knot at the back, but if you try it at the back, it's not too bad. You can just work round it. Unfortunately, this one was at the front and I couldn't work around it, and I thought I can't snip it off because I've got nothing to, I haven't got a tail to go by, so I don't know if you're going to be able to tell on camera. It's annoyed me because now I'm going to have this little clump, but can you see here where my finger is? We've got a slight clump there. Basically, it looks like that I've tried to do a French knot at the front. So we've got a slight clump there. It has annoyed me a bit because I was stitching it so well, and now you've got a clump at the front and there's nothing I can do about it. But like I said, I couldn't snip it off because I didn't have a tail to work by, because that's what I usually do. If I can't unknot them, I'll snip them off. But this one, it was right against the fabric, so I couldn't do that. So yes, that was my mishap, unfortunately, with that. It happens. It happens. So I think those are the main ones that I've been working on since I showed you last. Have I been working on any more? What's this one? I'll quickly show you this one. I did want to show you what I've been reading as well, but I'm not sure I'll have time for that. Now this one, I didn't have this as a review kit. This was one of the kits I bought when I first discovered stamped cross stitch relay. I got it from Tapestry Market. It's a doll on what looks like a swing type. It's stitched on an L11 count, and I was in the mood for a new start when I was in bed the one night, and all my stitching was downstairs, so I thought, you know what, I'm just going to get something out. So this is only a small one as well, so it's kind of a snack size. The fabric's more softer. It's serged as well. This is on an 11 count, and I'm pretty much doing the same one here that I'm doing with some of the others, just stitching it colour by colour. And I'm in the mood to stitch this one now as well, so I might leave this one out for me to work on. So I've just done round there, did a bit there, did some of the colours there. So I'm working on basically colour 18 at the moment, so I've just got to fill that round there, work around this bit here, and then down at the bottom, and then I'll be working colour by colour on that. So that is how far I've gotten on that. And this one, I think I'll leave out, you know, because I'm in the mood to work on that. So if I pause you a second, I can quickly show you what I've been reading before we go. So besides stitching, the other thing that I've been doing is I've been doing a lot more reading lately. I've been really enjoying it since this month only. I've finished 3 other books, which I'm going to do a separate video for that. But however, I'm on this book at the moment. This is by Karen Slaughter. I've never read any of her books before. I just saw it when I think it might have been Morrison's. I think I might have got it from Morrison's, and it's called Girl Forgotten. A small town hides a big secret. I just love it, and it's got a teenage girl, Emily Vaughan, seems like any other teenager, but she's hiding a terrible secret. A night that ends in tragedy. The night of prom, Emily is killed, but there are no arrests, no justice. An unsolved mystery. For 40 years, Emily's killer has got away with murder, but now the truth must come out because they're about to strike again. So basically where I am at the minute, there's a lady, she's a marshal. She's just finished training to be a marshal. She's had a first assignment, and basically her first assignment, some of it involves solving the mystery of what happened to this girl 40 years ago before. I'm about past halfway through at the moment, and I'm really enjoying it. I'm having a blast with it. I really do like it. So it's got the book that inspired the Netflix hit, Pieces of Her. Oh, I only just noticed that. So I'll have to have a look on Netflix, see if anything's on there about it. So I'll have a look on Netflix about that. But yeah, it is a good book. I'm really enjoying that at the moment. It's nice to just sit back and have a read when you're not quite, because not all the time do I have enough time to do stitching. Other times I've only got time to grab my book out and have a quick read, and I've been enjoying that. I've got tons of other books to read as well. My husband, he recently gave me this book early. He's brought me it's the latest book by Robert Galbraith, and it's The Ink Black Heart, and it's the Strike novel series, which Strike is also on BBC as well. We've just finished watching the latest Strike, which is Trouble Blood on TV, and I wanted to find out what happens next, and obviously they're only filming the next one, so so my husband bought me the book so I can find out what happens. So that might be my next book that I'll read. So anyway guys, I'm going to leave it here for now because the time's up now on my phone. I'm going to get everything put away, and I might get a bit of stitching done before I have to go and get my children later from school. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, please feel free, like I always say, give it a big thumbs up. I really appreciate that, and I shall see you again soon. As I said before, I will leave a link in the descriptions below to the Boogie Stitches channel, so please feel free to go and check her out. Absolutely lovely floss tuber. I love watching her videos. She does floss tube videos as well as unboxing videos as well, and they are awesome. So anyway guys, I shall see you again soon, and goodbye for now. So bye.